Greetings and happy holidays, everybody. In this video, we're going to be looking at how we can replace some Christmas tree pre-lit bulbs after putting up the tree. About a week later, I noticed that the top third just simply wasn't lighting up. So you can see that some bulbs were burned out while others were on. So here's how we can remedy this. First up, we're going to need some supplies. If you don't have one of these remote controlled outlets that power on and off your Christmas tree lights, I highly recommend it. Not only does it make this replacement job easier, it's just nice to power on and off the lights without having to plug it in every time or unplug it. Other materials, we have a flashlight and a black Sharpie. And of course, you're going to need the replacement bulbs themselves. I'll put a link in the description below, but here's a look at the bulb with the green base that is included, and they're already pre-attached. Obviously, you're going to want to look up the make and model, so to speak, of your pre-lit Christmas tree to make sure you have the right bulbs for your tree. If you're looking for a slightly cheaper route, you can buy just the bulbs with the little green base that is not included. Of course, this might save you a couple bucks, but there's an extra step as you'll have to attach the bulb to the green base manually. Once you have your supplies ready, you can go ahead and power on our pre-lit Christmas tree using our remote. And we can obviously see some that are burned out and some that are working. Now in my tree, I unplugged the top third, so my pre-lit cord was divided into 3 areas. So I unplugged this, and that helped me to identify which section of the tree was working and which one was not. So after I identified the top third of the tree not working, this unplugged cord was my starting point. So I basically followed the cord with my fingers, and I found the bulbs that were not working. For example, the first one along that cord line that was not working, I replaced. And obviously I had to use my flashlight to kind of sift through and find the cord and find that first bulb along that power cord line that was not working. And so you can see they're all tucked away in here, and it just from there became a matter of replacing those bulbs along the line. So for example, if this was the first bulb that was along that line that needs to be replaced, obviously it's not on, but you should also see a blackened area on the glass that indicates that it's burned out. I don't know if you can see it there, but there's kind of a black cloud around the filaments in there. And so once you've identified your burned out bulb, replacing it's pretty simple. You're going to pop off this little green tab, or pop it up. It doesn't come off, it just pops up. And then you'll just kind of slide this out. Obviously you need 2 hands to do this, but you'll just kind of slide it out. Here's another view here. And you might have to get a little tough with it. Make sure you use 2 hands, one to hold the base, the other one to slide out this part. Okay, so you can see how it, now once you pull it out, it breaks the circuit so that some of the lights will turn off until you plug that back in. But we're going to replace this part right now, and let's take a look. All right, so this is the burned out piece. It's 1 unit. The green base is attached to the bulb. And depending on what kind of replacement bulb you bought, if you have the entire unit, you don't need to do anything at this point. But if you did buy just the bulbs and not the green base, then you'll have to take these 2 pieces apart. And to illustrate how this works, so you can see the bulb, this is obviously the burned out bulb, but just to illustrate how the piece works, the base and the bulb, they kind of slide in. Obviously those 2 wires will be straighter, and they just kind of slide in. There's 2 holes in the back of the base. Here's another view there. And you just kind of push that bulb through the base itself. Make sure those wires don't crimp. There's only 2 holes at the very bottom, and that's what they're going to go through, as shown here. And the wires actually just kind of fold over. There's going to be contact made with the metal terminals inside there. So that's how the anatomy of this piece works. So at this point you'll go ahead and replace that burned out bulb. To take the bulb out and reverse the process. Just simply bend those tabs up and pull it out like that. And insert your new fresh bulb and fold those tabs over. So once you have your bulb replaced into the new green base, you'll put the whole unit back into its little housing there on the tree. And you're definitely going to want to mark that with a black magic marker so you know which one has already been replaced. Highly recommend this part of the process. You could also put this mark on there before you return it to its housing on the tree. If you opted to buy the replacement bulbs that included the green base already, you'll obviously have to, you need to skip that whole step that we just looked at, and you'll just pop out the entire burned bulb and grab a new bulb and put it into the housing on the tree. That's super easy and super fast. All right, and then you're going to just go through and find all the bulbs that need to be replaced and swap those out for new, fresh bulbs. The process might take you a while, but this is how it works. So replace all those bulbs. Don't forget to snap down the little tab when you're done. And voila, this is how it works. Thanks so much. Hope this video has been helpful. Want to press the button?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll do a picture. Ready? Look at the tree.
That one right there. 1, 2, 3. Press.
Whoa!
Look, Reed, behind you. He didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Yay!